Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minor League Esports. It is the first week of playoffs. And here to bring you all of the action hunted. And ZB, we've got the Champion League up first. Jets and Eclipse. How excited are you for this one?
I am extremely excited. We have had 10 long weeks of regular season MLE action, but now it is finally time for playoffs. And we are at Utopia Coliseum Dusk. The field looks beautiful. We have the Eclipse and the Jets. This is going to be a great Champ League matchup.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Again, both teams coming in as some of the lower seeds in the bracket, so they've got to play in this first round. Again, the Eclipse are fourth. The Jets coming in as the fifth seeded team, and whoever wins this one will move on to play against the Knights, who have had quite a good season in the Champion League.
Yeah, it certainly has. This game, I know there's been a lot of talk. All these players, very good players. This game could go either way, and that's why I know people are certainly excited to see who comes out on top of this one.
Absolutely, and we are just about ready to get into game number one. We don't want to keep you waiting any longer. Only a couple games on the docket for us this evening. We've got this Champion League matchup, and then immediately after a Premier League matchup that you're not going to want to miss. But game number one is underway between the Jets and the Eclipse here in the Champions League. Manatee will get the first opportunity. Slow roller towards the cage. Lurk will clear it away. He'll play this into the corner. Good shot just off the post. Sharp angle play from Lurk nearly pays off. We remain scoreless, only 20 seconds into game one.
Yeah, Jets trying to keep possession in the offensive half. It looks like Jets missed a boost pick up there, so they had to bail Jets a little bit. Before that, they had been doing a good job of sieging on the offensive half.
I do want to remind you all that this is a best of five. These first couple rounds will be best of fives until the later conference championships and grand finals, which will be best of seven. So first game ever important, and the first goal always important as well. Then Lurk's going to find it over both the defenders. It's 1-0 for the Jets.
Really good job by Lurk there, coming off the wall. May have gone to the ceiling, but he decided not to. Regardless, he was still on top of both of the defenders, and neither Lunas or Manatee able to get a touch on that ball. Jets taking an early 1-0 victory, or lead here, rather.
Let's hope it doesn't end in a 1-0 victory. We still got 4 minutes left to play. As Lurk plays this out of his own corner. He's already got a goal in this game. Has Ricky across the way. Tries to fake Manatee. It's going to pop way up. Ricky up for it now. Wow. Touches it down. Score. 2-0 now for the Jets.
I didn't think Lurk was going to have a scoring opportunity on there. Manatee had done a good job positioning himself, but Lurk just won that 50. It went straight up, and the Jets player, Ricky, he had his engines on full blast to get up for that one and put that one down. Another goal early for the Jets.
The Jets certainly coming out with some speed here, trying to win those 50s in mid, as this one's going to roll in as well. A 3-0 lead, and we've only just crossed the first minute mark.
Yeah, all engines firing. Both Eclipse players stuck in the same corner. That will cost you, especially when Ricky comes flying in on the far post, just like that. A minute 15 in, Jets with the commanding 3-0 lead.
The Eclipse certainly seems slow to the task right now, getting beat to just about everything at the moment.
Oh, no.
Just like this. Another play immediately off the kickoff. It looked eerily similar to the last goal. The Jets are up by 4.
Yeah, you really do hate to see that. Luna's protector doing everything he can do to stop that shot from Jess Lurk, but that backflip, not the touch, not the play that he was wanting. And as you mentioned, that play looked eerily similar to the play we just saw moments ago. Eclipse might have a play that they need to get this one going. Nearly had the ceiling shot there.
One still finds its way back into the Eclipse zone. Ricky up for it, doesn't quite get the touch. Lurk will try to keep it rolling, but Manatee pops up and makes the play. This one out for Luna. He gets a touch on it, but can't get by the defender. Ricky up to clear it away, and now Lurk might have an opportunity if he can hurry. Through the box yet again. Ricky play it out of the corner. He has Lurk in mid. Opts to go for a tough shot. That finds its way home. Third of the game for Ricky. It's 5-0.
Silky smooth. Driving up on the corner. Arrowing to get the touch in the far post. Lurk was there just to make sure, but we didn't even need it. Ricky with the nutso angle. Jets were ready to come out in this one. Sometimes that first game of the series, both teams kind of, get a feeling for the game. The Jets, not so much. And here's Ricky again, almost with the nuts play. And there's Lurk to clean it up. Jets are unstoppable at the moment.
6 goals in the first half of game number 1. And still time for more if the Jets so choose. It has been an onslaught. Dueling hat tricks for the Jets players in this game. We'll see if they can add even more or if the Eclipse will try to start a bit of a comeback. 6 goals is quite a lot to battle back from. But you figure if the Jets can do it in a half, so can the Eclipse.
Yeah, they certainly can. Jets seem to be just keeping the ball on the offensive half at all times, doing good rotations and keeping good pressure on the ball. Lunas and Manatee just struggling to keep the Jets off the ball and not getting the touches that they need to create those scoring opportunities. They're going to need to try to get this going sooner rather than later. Game 1 might be out of hand, but, got to get the momentum going into game 2.
A number of double commits have really hurt the Eclipse thus far in this game. Hasn't been the cause of every goal, but it has killed a lot of their momentum. Almost a 7th finds its way in just off the crossbar. That's his way up high. Ricky, another angled shot. Manatee will clear this one away, but Lurk to keep the pressure fully in the purple half as he makes that touch towards Ricky. He'll send it into the corner. This ball has not seen the red half much at all this game, and it doesn't look like it's going to change as Ricky gets his 4th.
As you alluded to, just constant pressure from the Jets, turning quickly on the ball, Lurk getting up to challenge Manatee, and then Ricky getting to the ball before Luna's protector. And that's been the reason that the Jets have been able to score so proficiently in this game, is they are just playing at such a speed that they are the first player to the ball nearly every single time. And Eclipse haven't even yet had a good scoring opportunity.
Only 2 shots registered for the Eclipse in this game so far, 6 each for the Jets players, as this could be an opportunity for Luna if he can turn around on it. Has Manatee in mid. Looking for a touch. That's towards the net. Ricky will send it away, and now he's up to play this one. Gets the first touch. Doesn't quite have the boost, but he wins the challenge, and he'll score. Gets his 5th of the game, 8-0.
Yeah, Ricky doing a really good job of just making things awkward for the defense. He's in a position where even when Lunas got that touch, it wasn't good enough because Ricky was there just to send that one back home. I think we were expecting a more competitive matchup, at least in this first game. Jets continue the onslaught, 8-0 in this wildcard series.
And this is certainly not what I expected between the 4th and 5th place teams, but so it goes. It's the Eclipse struggling to find any kind of purchase on the offensive side of the ball. We've only got 60 seconds left, and we can pretty much call this one. Game 1 will go to the Jets. 8-goal differential. I would like to see the Eclipse get one back, potentially, just for the confidence to go into Game 2 knowing that they can score, because, again, it has been fully on their half. They have not found any relief in this game.
Yeah, they certainly haven't. 12 shots Jets, and none of the scoring chances for the Eclipse have been quality. There's a shot that could have gone home for Lunas, but it just wasn't on target. So the Eclipse need to do a better job of not only getting more touches on the ball, but making sure that the touches they do get on the ball are of quality. Lunas just trying to clear that one away. It was on target, but Lurk in a good spot to save this one. We've seen many series where where a team will, have a poor performance in game 1, but game 2 is sometimes a different story, and I know that Eclipse and their fans are certainly hoping for that in this series.
Well, it's a 9-0 win. I'm sorry, 8-0 win, nearly a 9-0 win there for the Jets at the end. 8-0 in game number 1. And as you alluded to, there are still more games left to play in the series. It is a best of 5, and the Jets take a 1-0 lead. So only 2 more victories for them, and they will move on. But the Eclipse, they still have a chance. They will reset. The score will be 0-0 going into game 2. And the big thing you've got to worry about for the Jets is that they don't take it easy. You don't have any goals on the board now. You can't sit back and relax and let the Eclipse surprise you.
Yeah, at no point in these playoffs can you become complacent. I know Eclipse are going to be motivated to come out fast in this second game. And that's really the thing that they need to do is they need to be able to match the speed and the aggression of the Jets. They can't sit back and let the Jets come to them. They need to be the aggressors and try to create opportunities for themselves. The Jets, may be overconfident coming into game one, and you may be able to catch them off guard and create some counter opportunities.
Well, we'll have to find out if the Eclipse can strike back here in this game. It's no secret, no surprise to anybody that it really did not look good for the Eclipse in game one. I mean, you can't lose 8-0 and feel good coming out of that. And again, I think it comes down to a lot of speed. It felt like the Jets were always the first man in, always had that the beat on the ball, and the double commits really hurt the Eclipse. I'd like to see them do away with that and really get coordinated.
Certainly. I'm looking for a better performance from the Eclipse here, but I do not expect the Jets to let off of the gas pedal. I don't suppose that a Jet does have a gas pedal, but you know what I mean, Hunted.
Sure, absolutely. We'll see if they continue their dominance here in game number 2 or if the Eclipse will battle back. We are underway. This falls down in mid as Luna's tried to turn it around for the Eclipse. Ricky to keep it in. It's going to slowly make its way into the Eclipse corner, and already the Jets find themselves on the offensive side of the ball where they spent a majority of their time in game one. Great save by Manatee to get up to make that play. Keeps the Jets off the board. Now in transition, the pass to Manatee. He'll deflect this wide, but a good start for the Eclipse.
Yeah, a really good job there. That great defensive play created a really good scoring opportunity. They weren't able to capitalize and put that ball home, but it was a good chance, and one better than I think we saw at all from them in game one. Lurk just forcing that one home. There was the defender there, but he was able to get enough pace on that ball that it went off the defender end to end.
Just brute forcing his way in, and the Jets will fire the first salvo here in game one, up 1-0, just about a minute in, as Ricky and Lunas take the ensuing kickoff. Manatee now towards the Jets' goal. It will be Lurk to clear it away. He's up to make another touch. Manatee now as well. Off the back wall, Ricky gets the touch off the post. Luna will clear it out just in front. And this offense from the Jets, it comes off the back of some struggling offense from the Eclipse as Ricky just missed that one high. It really feels like there's not a lot of confidence for the Eclipse team. They're not playing quickly. They're not getting to the ball early on offense.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I don't really get the sense that Eclipse are comfortable in this one. I think it has to do a lot with the amount of pressure that the Jets are putting onto them and onto the ball. The Eclipse just seem to be reacting the best they can to what the Jets are doing. Here's a shot from Manatee, but that is unfortunately wide. A bad touch to center, but Ricky is there to put it away. Good scoring chances here from Eclipse on the offensive half. Another shot, so Eclipse may be getting things going here.
Certainly seems that way. A couple of good scoring opportunities, but saved away by the Jets players. This is step one of the comeback for the Eclipse. At least get some offensive pressure, but you cannot be giving up these plays. Backboard free and clear, and the Jets take advantage.
Yeah, backboard was clear and no one up on defense for Eclipse. Jets have shown that they're certainly comfortable flying in the air. You've got to get up and defend that one. Jets capable of scoring those type of plays, and they showed there again that they're kind of off to another start, not unlike we saw in game one.
Well, in game number one, they had, I believe, 6 goals at the halfway point.
That's true.
We have just now crossed the halfway point here in game 2. Only 2 goals for the Jets, but still they find themselves in the lead. It's the Eclipse trying to find their first score in the series. Have not been able to put one by the Jets defense yet. Ricky to keep the ball in. Luna will get there, rolls it towards the Jets net, and those are the types of plays that really start to add up, really start to hurt, as now they've got to play defense yet again. Great touch from Luna. Can they get there in time? This one's out in front. Luna will push it home, and finally the Eclipse on the board.
Yeah, we talked about in between games that it was going to be the counterattacks for the Eclipse. If they could create those opportunities, the Jets have been focusing so much on the offensive half, which has obviously worked for them, but there are going to be times where it costs them if the Eclipse can get that touch to get it up and past the Jets attackers. So there's one for the Eclipse. They certainly have plenty of time to get another one here, and then it's anyone's ballgame.
Luna and Manatee trying to find each other now. They are caught upfield. Lurk has a shot and a goal. Hat trick yet again for Lurk, this time in game 2. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Eclipse with the high risk, high reward play there. Trying to get it to your teammate that is already in the air is certainly tricky. If they would have connected, we would have had a tie ball game most likely. Unfortunately, Jets were able to take it the other way, and now Eclipse once again have a cool 2-goal deficit to overcome.
This one falls down in front. Manatee will score. It's back to a 1-goal deficit now with 1:39 left.
Yeah, Lunas is the type of player you probably anticipate that he's going to get that touch there, and I think that's what the Jets defender was anticipating. Great fake, though, by Lunas, which allowed Manatee to bury that one home. So just like I said, 2-goal deficit down to 1 yet again. More than 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time for Eclipse.
We'll see if they can get another one on the board in regulation time. Send us into overtime. Lurk goes over top of Luna. Manatee wants to challenge him along the sidewall. Here comes Ricky. He's looking for the demo. Luna just hits it off his own post and finds the clear. We'll get a secondary touch as well, and that gets it all the way back down into the Jets territory. But Lurk, a solid pinch along the mid wall there, will send it right back. Here's Manatee. That's a giveaway, as you got to really control the pace of the play. You got to control the ball when you have it, and the Eclipse have not done a great job.
Yeah, Eclipse, unfortunate there. Ricky flying around and getting that one home. But you were right. There have been times where Eclipse have had possession of the ball, and they either just mishandle it and the Jets take it, or they throw the ball forward into the offensive half a little too early when Eclipse are ready to steal possession of the ball. So Eclipse doing good things at times, but unfortunately, when you're playing a team as good as the Jets, you just can't afford those mistakes because the Jets will certainly capitalize. Lunas has an opportunity here. It's going to be tough to get past both of them. He does. Does Manatee have enough time to get there? Went for the fake with no boost, but wasn't able to score.
And Manatee took the boost away from Luna as well, and now they're trapped yet again a little bit too far upfield. Ricky has an attempt off the back wall. Luna gets there in time to make the play. And now Lurk has to rotate back. We'll find at least a touch on this. Ricky to continue the play. But with only 20 seconds left, the Eclipse desperately need a goal with at least time remaining to attempt to send us into overtime. Final 10 on the clock. Here comes Manatee. Can't get by Ricky. This is going to go off the back wall. Luna's there to try to push it through. Gets by, but doesn't have enough time to set up a play. That's going to do it for game 2. It's a Jets 2-0 lead in the series.
Almost cut the deficit to 1. It wouldn't have mattered. I will say that game a lot better for the Eclipse. They tried to, create those scoring opportunities, but again, the Jets, they found their success by just maintaining possession of the ball, keeping up pressure, and getting as many shots on goal as they can, outshooting the Eclipse 12-4 in that series. And that has been their playbook, their strategy this entire series in game 1 and game 2. Eclipse trying to counter that at times with the counterattack and then trying to create scoring opportunities of their own. But the Eclipse, it seems like they nearly have to play a perfect game if they were going to beat the Jets.
Yeah, double-digit shots in both games that we've played so far from the Jets. It's been quite an offensive showing from them. They've got 12 total goals in the series to the Eclipse 1, and that goal came at a time when it looked good for the Eclipse, but things started to fall apart. And, it's a bit unfortunate. I apologize. The Eclipse scored twice in that game, but still, it didn't feel like the Eclipse ever got things under control, right?
Sure.
They did enough to stop the bleeding, but it never felt like they were in control of the game. And that's really what's going to have to come out here in game 3.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that sentiment. I don't want, if I'm an Eclipse player and an Eclipse fan, I don't want the Jets to be in control of this one. Eclipse have to do whatever they can to be the ones maintaining the pace and the pressure on the ball here.
We'll see how the Eclipse respond. They only have one game left They cannot lose it, as this one's in the corner now. Luna tries to play this away. Manatee is going to rotate back. Some offensive pressure early for the Eclipse. Hasn't turned into much yet, however. Luna's going to go up along the sidewall. Lurk to clear it away. Has nobody in support, so this should be a keep in by the Eclipse. Although, Luna, that's just not a great touch, and he's going to push himself in a bad position now. Although a good back wall clear will at least send it into the Jet zone. No score, just about 40 seconds in.
Yeah, you've noticed as well that the Eclipse just, I think, trying to survive in this one, not making the team plays that we have seen from the Jets so far, but they've survived for a minute. So if they can keep this score total low and then just catch the Jets off guard and create a scoring opportunity, that might be their play. And there it is, Manatee off the corner, straight to Luna's protector, and the Eclipse find themselves in the lead.
That they do. Looks like Lurk opting for the boost, thinking that he had Ricky back in position. Unfortunately did not, and Luna will take the goal on that play. A minute gone by, 1-0 for the Eclipse, as Manatee's looking for a second one. He's not going to be able to get up to that. Luna there trying to force something that does go just wide, and now the Jets looking to find a clear. Ricky has to rotate back. Luna doing a great job of harassing the Jets offense now. Ricky will send it back into the Eclipse zone. So you said it. The lead for the Eclipse. One goal on one shot, but the Jets respond with a goal on their first shot of the game as well.
And I will say that was absolutely nuts. Lurk getting that up and Ricky flying sideways at all angles. A lot of pace on that ball there. So Jets, as we have normally seen, creating those passing plays to find the defense vulnerable and then burying that one home. I think the strategy that the Eclipse are going with here is just playing fast and playing maybe a little bit unpredictable. As long as you can challenge the Jets early, that might prevent them from scoring as proficiently as they have. There's a challenge there from Manatee. A challenge there from Lunas is no good, but a good bump there. Ricky will be able to finish. Good attempts by the Eclipse to challenge that ball, but unsuccessfully as Jets are able to score again.
And once again, it's the Eclipse getting caught a bit too far forward. Ricky just bounces that one home for his second goal of the game, and it makes it 2-1 now in favor of the Jets. Really, some rotation issues in this game have been the downfall of the Eclipse, but it has not gotten out of hand, certainly not. They have plenty of time to try to find a goal to tie us up, 3 minutes in fact. Ricky will challenge Manatee in his corner. Now Lurk to try to play it towards mid. Luna's there, gets a poor touch. Lurk misses the shot and he pushes it wide. Jets miss an opportunity there, but man, did the Eclipse get away with one.
Yeah, they survived a very awkward position on defense. This game has felt scrambly at times, and I think if the game is scrambly, I have to give the better chance to the Jets just because they seem to be the faster players in this one. I'd like to see the Eclipse get a little bit more under control and get into system. That right there is what we've been seeing. Eclipse just not challenging at the right times, not rotating properly, and Lurk is able to get an easy goal there for the Jets.
That will be his first goal of the game. Lurk, the scorer for the Jets so far in the series. He had a hat trick in the last two that we played, really the only two we've played. He's looking for another one here. It's going to be played towards Manatee, who tries to take it out of the corner, gets bumped, and now Ricky to try to keep it in. Luna's there to challenge him, but Ricky wins the 50. This is along the sidewall. Lurk to pinch it into the corner. 2 minutes left to go here in game number 3. Bounces way out in front. Luna trying to leave it for Manatee. Manatee will control. Gets by Ricky, has Lurk to beat. He'll play it out of the corner. Trying to look for a pass, but solid challenge by Lurk will end that Eclipse offensive in its tracks. Still need 2 goals, and they only have about 90 seconds left to do it.
Yeah, Jets are doing a really good job of just playing a little bit of keep away here, not really creating the scoring opportunities for themselves, but doing a really good job of just making sure they are sound defensively. Giant scramble in front of the net there. Eclipse not able to find the goal, so you got to give credit to the Jets understanding the situation, knowing if they can prevent the Eclipse from scoring 2 goals in these final minute plus that they will advance to the conference semifinals, which I know they've had their eye on. And if they can keep this up and prevent the Eclipse from scoring, they are certainly going to do that, and in dominating fashion.
The Knights waiting for the victors of this one. And the Jets, as you said, looking to close it out in 3 games. Final 50 seconds left here. This is going to pop up Ricky to clear it away. Only 45 seconds left to go. Manatee right towards Ricky. Lurk is there, takes the shot, he scores. That should just about do it. The Jets take a 4-1 lead.
It should. It certainly should. Ricky and Lurk showing why they are some of the top players in Champ League, being able to score quite a bit in this series. Eclipse doing everything they can, but unfortunately it seems as if their Season 9 playoff lives have come to an end. Champ League, be warned, the Jets are serious, and they are coming to win a championship, showing why in this game. And next week should be very interesting because the Jets will be matched up against one of those top teams. Here's another goal for the Jets. Things getting silly at this point. Good job, Ricky and Lurk, for what they have been able to accomplish in this one.
And that top team will be the Knights, awaiting the Jets after this series. While we wrap things up here, let me tell you about our sponsor in Power A. If you're looking for a new gaming headset for Xbox or PlayStation, or a controller for your Nintendo Switch, Xbox, or PC, look no further than our sponsor, Power A. Find out more at mlesports.gg. You can find out about all of our sponsors and how you can join the league as well. Please make sure to visit that website again, mlesports.gg. But that's going to do it for series number 1, a 3-0 sweep for the Jets. And CB, if I dare say, in dominant fashion over top of the Eclipse.
No, you are absolutely correct. There were times where the Eclipse were in a good opportunity to come back and win one of those games, but it seems like the Jets always had an answer. They either dominated early and put it away, or they were able to pull away late. But I think the Champ League this week is going to be talking about the Jets and what they were able to accomplish in this one. Lurk and Ricky, especially their team chemistry. We saw a lot of great passing plays, a lot of good rotations on defense, and a lot of pressure on the ball. So I think we will be seeing them over the next couple of weeks as they continue to advance through this playoff bracket.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at said bracket. We've got it here for you in the Champion League. And as you see on your screen there, the Jets and Eclipse in the bottom there in the blue conference. Of course, the Jets advancing now to go on and play the Knights. And I'll take a look at all of those teams. Quite powerhouses really waiting in those semifinals. It should be quite a fun week next week in the Champ League.
Yeah, all those 1 and 2 seeds, they had huge win totals during the regular season. So those are definitely the teams that are going to have the targets on their back, because we know that those teams are certainly capable of winning, and winning at a high rate. But the Jets showed what they were capable of. So that semifinal week, I know I'm certainly excited for. There's going to be a lot of good Rocket League.
Well, we are going to go ahead and take a short break, but before we do that, we've got the winner of the play of the week from last week, the final week of the regular season. You're not going to want to miss that, so check it out. We'll play this for you. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
Great double tap from Sammy.
Yes, fantastic play. There is one worth clipping for the play of the week. For the Balls Garana play of the week. You know, the winner of that every week.